I loved Plants vs Zombies as a kid, so I decided to go back and unlock its platinum trophy. But I had no idea just how brutal this grind was gonna be, as not only do we need to collect every plant and complete every mini game, but we also have to grow a giant tree, survive 40 straight waves in survival, and beat adventure mode twice. And this is actually where we're gonna be kicking off our trophy hunting journey, as here we would get introduced to our first plant, the pea shooter, and by placing down 10 of these, we would get our very first trophy, Soil Your Plants. Hey, trophy. Soil your plants. Let's go. The pea shooter is one of the many plants that we can use to defend our home from invading waves of zombies. Placing down these plants costs sun, but thankfully shortly after this, we would unlock the sunflower, which is able to passively produce sun over the course of a game. With these two plants, we started making steady progress through the day levels, unlocking tons of new plants along the way. One of these being the potato mine. Pop the spud mine down. Let that thing cook. There we go. Spladow. That is for blowing up a zombie with a potato mine. We take that. We also unlocked the chomper, which is capable of devouring zombies whole and is extremely useful at taking out some of the stronger ones like bucket heads, which have 5 times as much health as regular zombies. But more importantly, if we manage to beat a level using only chompers, walnuts, and sunflowers, we would earn the trophy Nom Nom Nom. And on level 1-8, this is exactly what we did. There we go. Nom nom nom. That's another trophy. Let's go. There it is. Nom 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 and ad read. Wait, what? This video is proudly sponsored by Stunt Bike Extreme, the ultimate motocross game where you can attempt the sickest stunts imaginable. Keyword there, attempt. Thankfully, Stunt Bike Extreme is easy to learn, but hard to master. And on your path to doing so, you'll be gaining levels as well as resources that you can use to deck out the several bikes at your disposal, all coming with their own customization options for you to choose from. So whether you're crashing right at the finish line or pulling off an awesome stunt, you'll still look like a total badass. Now, quick question. Have you ever seen a bike flip over an AC-130? Nope. Well, guess what? Now you have. This is just one of the over 200 tracks that you can play, varying from sunny beaches to city streets to even snowy Alps, all being filled with plenty of secrets and collectibles for you to find on your path to becoming the motocross master. So what are you waiting for? Download Stunt Bike Extreme today using the link in the description or pinned comment and see if you can become the ultimate stunt specialist just like me. Thank you again to Stunt Bike Extreme for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to those trophies. We were nearly at the end of the day stage. Now, to beat adventure mode and get the trophy Home Lawn Security, we need to complete all 5 stages, which are each comprised of 10 individual levels. The final level in each stage is different to the rest, as instead of acquiring sun to get plants, we are instead given them at random via a conveyor belt. And in the final day level, this conveyor belt happens to give out heaps of cherry bombs. This is perfect, as with these we could go for the trophy Explodinator by blasting 10 zombies at once. Final wave, let's just blow them all the hell up. Hey, Explodinator. Let's go. With the day stage completed, we can move on to stage 2 being night. Here we get our hands on a new class of plants called mushrooms. These plants thrive in the night and are generally cheaper, as in these levels the sun stops falling from the sky. But because I like pain and suffering, I decided to go for the trophy No Fungus Among Us, which requires us to beat one of these night levels without using any mushrooms. This trophy is actually one of the harder ones in the game, but thankfully I had a strategy in place that would make it a piece of cake. The entire strategy revolves around using our lawnmowers. These act as the final line of defense if the zombies manage to get through our plants. By tactically allowing the zombies to trigger these lawnmowers at the start of the level, we can buy our sunflowers enough time to produce some sun. In fact, we actually abused this so much that we ended up using all of our lawnmowers, which would also get us the trophy Close Shave. Come on, this should be it. This has got to be it. Is that it? Let's go, Close Shave. That's the first. Yes! No fungus among us. There we go. That's 2 trophies in one map. Thankfully, after this, we could go back to using the regular mushroom plants, which made the night levels so much easier. And after smashing through several of these, I managed to pick up 30 coins in a row, which earned me the trophy Penny Pincher. Oh, we actually got it. We got Penny Pincher aired. I didn't even realize. We take it. We take it. After completing stage 2, we made it to the pool levels. And I feel like it's hard not to like this stage. Not only do we get an extra lane and some pretty cool plants, but we also have a gorgeous pool spank bang in the middle which radiates immaculate vibes. Tragically, we wouldn't get our next trophy until the 4th stage, which is essentially a night version of the pool levels, except there's heaps of fog, meaning you can't see shit. Lucky for us, we do unlock 2 plants, the Planturn and the Blover, which are able to clear away the fog. However, for the trophy Blind Faith, we have to beat one of the extremely foggy levels without using either of these. Being able to only see half the track definitely isn't ideal, but despite a couple close calls in the pool, this trophy was a relative breeze. Yes, sir. Blind Faith. There we go. Shortly after this, we made it to the final stage, the roof. Not only do we have to place our plants in flower pots, but the roof itself is on a slope, meaning that plants that shoot straight, like pea shooters, are about as useful as Anne Frank's drum set. To combat this, we get given catapult plants, being the cabbage, kernel, and melon pults, which are able to lob their attacks in the air. But of course, like we had to do with the mushrooms, we have to beat a roof level without using any catapults to get the trophy grounded. To do this, I went back to the old faithful, the Chomper, and after watching them eat zombies for what felt like a fucking eternity, we would beat the level. Let's go. That should be it. That should be it. Up the chompers. Yes, sir. Grounded. There we go. Defeat a normal roof level without using any catapult plants. After completing a few more roof levels, we got given the watering can, which gives us access to our very own Zen garden. Here we can water and feed Zen plants that we start receiving just by playing the game. This is something that we need to actively check on, as one of the hardest trophies in the game is Enlightened, which requires us to have one of every single plant in our Zen garden, which is by far the longest and maybe one of the hardest grinds in the game. But more importantly, back on the roof, we would encounter our very first Gargantua. This roided up zombie not only pips midgets into our defense like a javelin, but it also smashes everything in its path with a utility pole. And for taking out our very first one, we would get the trophy Crash of the Titan. He's the big fella. The big fella himself. Oh yeah. Down he goes. Hell yeah. Give me a trophy for that, surely. Yes. Crash of the Titan. Shortly after this, we reached the final level in adventure mode where we had to square off with Dr. Zombos. Besides for spawning heaps of zombies, his main attack consists of throwing elemental balls at us that we can stop by using ice shrooms and jalapenos. To be honest, these attacks were pretty easy to deal with. What really did piss me off, however, was when he throws a fucking caravan into our backline like he was 2010 Tom Brady. Despite this, we were able to eventually blow him up, completing Plants vs. Zombies adventure mode. Hey, yes. We did it. Come on. There it is. Home lawn security. We've done it. We have beat the main story. Now we actually have to do that all over again for the trophy Second Life, but we were going to save that one for later, as it was time to start tackling the mini games. There are 20 of these in total, and not only do we need to complete them all for the trophy Beyond the Grave, but doing so would also net us a heap of miscellaneous trophies. One being Roll Some Heads, where we need to bowl over 5 zombies with a single walnut, and the best place for us to do this was the mini game Walnut Bowling. Oh yes, got a plan. How good. Oh, trophy! That's another trophy. Lawnmower Man. Oh my god. They just absolutely mowed them all. Roll some heads and Lawnmower Man, 2 trophies. That's what we love to see. Next, we had Slot Machine, where we could get the trophy Lucky Spin by getting 3 of a kind. Hey, Lucky Spin. What? That was like our second spin. Or maybe our third. That was like our third fucking spin. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I think that's like a really hard RNG trophy. I guess that is a lucky spin then. Let's go. A little context on this one. When this game launched on the Vita back in 2012, to get this trophy, you needed to get 3 of the diamonds in a row, not just any ordinary plant, making it a giant RNG pain in the ass. In fact, this trophy was such BS that PopCap updated it to make it way easier. So here I was thinking that I'm the shit getting this super rare trophy, when in reality, I just look like a dick. I will tell you what though, guys, old people would love Plants vs Zombies because we just went from playing the slots to playing Candy Crush. That's right, because our next mini game is Beguled, which is a PvZ spin-off of Bejeweled, the OG inspiration for the most downloaded mobile game of all time. To beat this mini game, we need to complete matches by getting sets of 3 or more in a row, and doing this would reward us with sun and a completed match. We can use the sun that we receive to upgrade our plants, and for the trophy Diamond Begula, we need to upgrade them all, which was honestly a piece of piss. What wasn't a piece of piss was actually getting the 75 matches before the zombies eat our brains. Oh my god, we clutched it! We clutched it! Oh mate, we were hanging on by a thread. Holy shit. Next, we have Shooting Star, where we have to complete seeing stars before the first flag zombie appears. This basically requires us to farm heaps of sun and place the star fruit as quick as possible. And this one also came down to the wire. Come on, come on. No, 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 come on. Get it done! Oh, let's go! Ew! Surely, surely, come on. Yes! Oh, clutch, baby. I am clutch. Shooting Star earned. In our next mini game, Column Like You See 'Em, we could get the trophy Chili Free by beating it without using any jalapenos. Now, this trophy is kinda bullshit. That's because it relies on some major RNG from the conveyor belt. To even stand a chance at doing this Chili Free, you need to be lucky enough to get at least 3 to 4 melon pults, a decent amount of pumpkins, and hopefully not too many jalapenos. Yeah, so this wasn't the run, but we did manage to get the trophy Monster Mash by crushing 5 zombies with a single squash. Hey, there we go. Monster Mash. Whoever made this trophy list must love jalapenos, because our next trophy, Chill Out, requires us to destroy 3 bobsleds in a single round with, you guessed it, jalapenos. This was extremely easy to do in Bobsled Bonanza, as in this minigame, you face dozens of zombie bobsled teams.
Feel the rhythm! Feel the rhyme! Get on up! It's bobsled time!
In Plants vs Zombies, there is a special character who I have yet to mention, that being the man, the myth, the legend, Crazy Dave. He is our pothead neighbor, and no, not just because he wears a pot on his head, but also because I'm 99% sure he doesn't mind the odd puff of the magic dragon. But hey, we all have our vices, and apparently another one of Dave's here is dealing, as he will sell us plants and other items in his shop called Crazy Dave's Twitty Dinkies, which yes, is located out of the back of his car. This shop is actually very important in us getting a handful of trophies, one being Shopaholic, which we can get for spending 25 grand in his shop. Yep, there we go, Shopaholic. I believe that's for spending 25k at Crazy Dave's shop, so we take that. By this stage, we were about 3/4 of the way through the minigames, and this is where we would run into one called Last Stand. In this game mode, we are given 5,000 sun to survive 5 different waves of zombies. If we complete it with 2,000 sun remaining, we would get the trophy Sol Invictus. But that wasn't all. As being a pool level, we could also get the trophies don't pee in the pool and pools closed by beating this minigame without using any pea shooters or aquatic plants. And with this exact setup here, we would be able to get all 3 trophies. In a nutshell, what happens is the zombies get a taste of this garlic, which they don't like, forcing them to go down the other lanes. This is where our gloom shrooms would slowly but surely be able to deal with all the zombies. The only thing that we had to worry about was replacing the garlic if it got eaten and making sure that we grab the sun at the end of each flag. And before long, we had our trophies. Now we get that one, and we should get a few trophies for that. Fingers crossed. There we get don't pee in the pool. Hell yeah. Pool's closed. And Sol Invictus. Just in that mini challenge, we got 3 trophies, man. How good. We then went on to beat a final few mini games, picking up a few miscellaneous trophies along the way. And not long after, we would reach the final mini game, which was a rematch with Dr. Zombos. It's the final one. Beyond the Grave beat all 20 mini games. There was, however, one final trophy that we still needed to get from the minigames, that being Chili Free, the RNG one that I failed earlier, where we can't use any jalapenos to beat Column like you see them. Obviously, the RNG is a major factor, but what really makes this minigame so difficult is the sheer amount of zombies that you are faced with. Like, it's borderline ridiculous with how many are on the screen at any given time. To make sure that we can deal with these massive hordes, we need a minimum of 3, ideally 4 melon pulse, which is really hard to get. But after probably a dozen failed attempts and resets, I would get the near perfect loadout. I had 3 melons, a double row of chompers, as well as a decent amount of pumpkins, which would further shield our plants. Despite this, the tides can easily shift in this minigame when the first set of ladder zombies come out, because they enable all the other zombies to climb over our tall nuts. Wow, pause. Luckily for us, however, the pumpkins helped slow down the zombies massively, and all I needed to do from here was weather the storm and reach the final flag, as even if those zombies breached through, we still had roof cleaners that would clean them up and allow us to beat the level. Seems pretty simple, right? No, 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 oh my god, that might be the biggest fail of all time. Oh my god, I was spamming the flower pot and I accidentally put down a jalapeno. And I fucked it. Yep, this is why we can't have nice things, guys. You know, I could have just put the controller down, but no, I had to get trigger happy with the flower pots. Anyway, about 50 minutes worth of resets later, we would finally get ourselves back in a similar position, starting off with 3 melons, which turned into 4 melons, which turned into 5. Yes, 5 fucking melons. Let's go! And at that stage, it was a wrap for the zombies. I mean, with 5 rows of melons, they didn't really stand a chance. Yes, come on. Oh, how many attempts did that take me? Holy shit. Give me the trophy. There it is. Chili Free. And that was the hardest trophy by far. That was just so much RNG related. It was actually dumb. But we got it. Let's go. For the trophy Master of Morticulture, we need to own every single plant in the game. By playing Adventure Mode, we were able to pick up all the regular plants, but their upgrades could only be purchased from Crazy Dave, and they weren't cheap. Buying all 9 of them would cost us $98,000, which we didn't have. So I decided to employ a strategy that I used 14 years ago on a pirated PC port of this game. Don't sue me, that being a marigold money farm. Just like sunflowers produce sun, marigolds produce coins. And by using this exact setup here in the minigame Last Stand, our financial problems quickly went away. Within a few short hours, I had managed to go from 10 to 120k, which was more than enough to buy the remaining plants from Dave's shop and get the trophy Master of Morticulture. Because we grinded minigames for hours, our Zen garden was coming along quite nicely. In fact, by watering and feeding enough of these plants, we actually managed to get 10 of them to grow to full size, getting me the trophy Green Fingers. After this, we decided to go for the trophy Alive and Planting, which requires us to survive 40 consecutive waves in the endless survival game mode. Now, to just unlock this game mode, we need to complete the other 10 survival challenges. This would actually work out perfectly, because for most of these levels, we need to beat 5 to 10 waves of zombies, which gives us heaps of time to farm sun and build our defenses. Because of this, I was able to get a few trophies like Melanie Lane for planting a winter melon in every lane, Defcorn 5 for doing the same for cob cannons, and Flower Power for keeping 10 twin sunflowers alive in a single level. These twin sunflowers produce twice as much sun compared to a single sunflower, which was just what we needed to get the trophy Sunny Days, where we need to accumulate 8,000 sun in a single level. Hey, Sunny Days. There we go. Another trophy that we could pick up in survival was Good Morning, where we have to beat a daytime level by planting only mushrooms and coffee beans. This was easiest done in the survival day mission, because here you typically face weaker zombies. And thankfully, by mainly spamming down puff shrooms and waking them up with coffee, we were able to get this trophy no problems. Oh, I've got to beat all 5 flags. Oh, I still get the trophy though. Let's go. Good morning. Oh, I thought I had to beat all 5 flags, but hey, we just got the trophy, so we take it. Big ups. And before long, we had completed the entirety of survival, unlocking its endless mode. Now, like I mentioned, we needed to survive 40 consecutive waves. Consecutive meaning one right after the motherfucking other, which when you really think about it, is kind of insane. What's even more insane is the fact that I thought I had the gaming ability to do this on my first try by winging it. I thought wrong. Next time round, we followed the setup from the trophy guide, which was way better than my own. And of course, the main plant used in this strategy was the Gloom Shroom, which is by far the most overpowered plant in the entire game. We also used winter melons to slow down zombies, as well as spikeweeds and their upgrades, rock spikes. These might actually be the most important plant in this run, as not only do they pop the tires of the Zombonis, which can run over our plants, but they are also able to slow down the gargantuas, which is extremely important, as in the higher rounds, we start to come across their coked out variant called Giga Gargantuas, which are twice as strong. Thankfully, with this defense, we were able to deal with them for the most part, and 4 hours later, we had made it past wave 40. Alright, there it is. Oh yeah! Alive and planting. There we go. We got the trophy. We made it to round 42. Or wave 42 pretty much. Oh my god, man. You survived for 42 flags. That is insane. Also, by this stage, my Zen garden was overflowing. Thankfully, I was able to spend an additional 60k to get both the aquatic and mushroom gardens, which we needed to grow our water and night plants. Still, I was missing quite a few plants before I had them all, but by growing and selling off the duplicates, I was able to start accumulating a ton of money. And because it's good to invest in local businesses, I decided to help out our pothead pal, Crazy Dave, by spending all of my cash on a tree. Now, this isn't your typical piece of hardwood, as this one is called the Tree of Wisdom, and we need to grow this sucker to 100 feet for the trophy Smarty Branches. And after spending $200,000 on tree food, the trophy was ours. There it is, Smarty Branches. We've got the Tree of Wisdom to 100 feet. Hell yeah. It was now time to tackle our second adventure mode, which would earn me the trophy Second Life. This time round, not only is there a higher frequency of stronger zombies, but every level also gets an additional flag. This still didn't stop me from trying to beat a level using only potato mines, cherry bombs, and jalapenos. As for the trophy Pyromaniac, we can only use explosives to kill zombies. Yes, sir. Pyromaniac, complete a level using only explosive plants. Let's go, come on. We were also able to pick up the trophy Last Man Standing for defeating the final zombie in a level using a lawnmower. After this, we wouldn't get our next trophy until the final level of the fog stage. This one is considered the stormy level, as the screen is only visible when lightning flashes. Here we would find the zombie Yeti, and taking him out would get us the trophy Zombologist. Let's go. Hey, we got it. All that was left was the roof levels, where we could go for the trophy Popcorn Party by taking out 2 gargantuas using popcorn missiles. And there. Let's go. That's one. That's one. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, we got another. We got another. Come on. This is it. This is going to be it. This is going to be it. There's one. This is 2. Yes! There it is! Popcorn Party. Oh, hell yeah. It's one of the final trophies that we needed. Let's go! And after taking out Dr. Zomboss, we would complete adventure mode for a second time. Hell yeah. Second life. Complete adventure mode a second time. This meant that we only had 1 trophy left, Enlightened, for collecting every single plant in our zen, mushroom, and aquarium gardens. Like I said, we had made some decent progress in acquiring various plants. In fact, by this stage, we had 36 out of the 39 that we needed, with the only ones remaining being the magnet shroom, the cabbage pult, and the blover. Now, typically, getting these final 3 plants would be an RNG nightmare, as each new plant I get has like a 95% chance of being a duplicate. Luckily for us, I was able to do some research and discover a way to drastically increase our chances of getting what we need. See, if we go into the plant almanac, we can see that there are 5 rows of plants, not including upgrades. Now, we can guarantee that we get a Zen Garden plant from a specific row by playing a corresponding level in the survival game mode. In survival, the final 5 levels are the hard variants. The first one, Day Survival Hard, would reward us with plants from the first row only. The second, Night Survival Hard, giving us plants from the second row, and so on and so forth. For us, we needed 2 plants in the 4th row and 1 plant from the 5th. So to ensure that we got what we needed, we had to play both the fog and roof survivals, as they would ensure that we get plants only from these rows. I will say, without finding this method, this trophy would have taken me hours. Anyway, after smashing through a roof survival level, we got heaps of plants, praying that one of them would be the cabbage pult. Cabbage, cabbage, cabbage. Yeah! We got the cabbage. ×2, baby, let's go. We then did the same, but for Fog Survival Hard, hoping that we would get the Blover or the Magnet Shroom, and we managed to get one on our very first try. Yes, 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 all right, that's one. That's one that we need. Let's go, let's go. This meant that all that was left was the Magnet Shroom, and even though I had got our odds down to 1 in 8, it was still up to the RNG gods. Come on, give me the magnet. No. No, damn it. All right, we got 3 chances here to get the magnet. Come on. That ain't it. That ain't it, Chief. Fuck. It actually ended up taking me 4 more batches of new plants, but eventually we finally got what we were looking for. All right, come on. 4 more. Yes, 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 that's it. Yes! Enlightened and the complete zombie, that is Plants vs. Zombies Platinum trophy on the PlayStation Beta. Oh, let's go. That last one was a pain in the ass, but we got it. But overall, what a trip down memory lane. This is so nostalgic growing up playing this game and this franchise. But there you go, man. We got the platinum trophy. Let's go. There you go, lads. Another platinum down. And recently, it does feel like we've been platting heaps of nostalgic games, like Skylanders and Bloons Tower Defense. But I want to know, what games do you want to see me platinum next? Please comment that down below. I'm running out of ideas. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, guys, take care.